When major disaster strikes, the federal government always steps in. But California Democrats say the state has been burned by Republican leaders in Washington, who have failed to approve any financial assistance after wildfires destroyed Los Angeles County communities earlier this year.
I can't imagine that other places in the country would face this delay if they were experiencing what California's experienced. I would never do this to one of my fellow countrymen who was suffering this kind of thing.
A Spectrum News analysis of major disasters in the last 20 years reveals just how different the federal response this time has been. In 2005, after Hurricane Katrina made landfall, it took just 5 days for Congress to pass a $10 billion emergency aid package. And in 2017, only 22 days passed before Congress approved $15.3 billion in aid for Hurricane Harvey relief. A political battle over emergency aid did erupt after Superstorm Sandy devastated the Northeast in 2012. Congress needed 67 days to pass $9.7 billion in initial aid and another 24 days to pass $51 billion in assistance. But more than 100 days after the wildfires tore through Los Angeles County, Congress has not taken up wildfire aid for California. As in the case of Sandy 12.5 years ago, the communities needing help lean Democratic, and the opposition to their request for help is coming from Republicans. This time, Republicans want to attach strings to the assistance.
I think there should probably be conditions on that aid. That's my personal view.
I think squeezing their federal funds, making sure they don't get funds, putting strings on them.
Something Democrats have said is a non-starter.
We will not support conditions to disaster assistance.
Some political analysts blame the partisanship that now grips the nation's politics.
That you take something like disasters, which are humanitarian concerns, and now we're saying, well, no, maybe not. That's also an opportunity to negotiate. And for you to get aid, we need something in return.
Further frustrating California Democrats is California's status as a so-called donor state, which pays more in federal taxes than it receives in federal spending and grants, something Governor Gavin Newsom was quick to point out during a recent press conference.
I'm proud to have the back of Speaker Johnson's state when they were struggling because of the hurricanes. As a taxpayer, I was proud to support them. And I would hope the same would be extended, and I expect it will be. That's above politics.
The governor's office tells Spectrum News it expects a bipartisan multi-state aid package to be passed by Congress later this spring or early this summer. But Democrats I spoke with on the Hill say that timeline will be contingent on Republican leadership actually working on the request, something there has been little evidence of, especially with the Republican majority focused on passing President Donald Trump's agenda of tax and spending cuts. We reached out to Speaker Johnson for further comment, but we did not hear back. In Washington, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage. And click the subscribe button here. You can also download our app and watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.